camera going, baby girl. All right, here we go. What we're about to do, go outside.
Hey,
Let's get to it.
Because there's things in there.
See if you guys can come and show me that you know.
This is the Washoe Club. This is the top of the spiral staircase. We got to come in here alone before the tour starts. We're really excited because we got to come in here. The guy recognized us from the tour yesterday and let us in here because we already knew where we were at. This vanity is 300 years old. I'm going up to the ghost room real quick. In this room that we're going to, there's a little girl that passed, and a man that had shot himself in the head because he lost his son. He was 14 years old. This is the room here. Alright, this is the little girl's toys. She said they move. They said that they move by themselves. Can I get you to move any of these toys? Alright, could you move your toys? Just a slight movement, so we know that you're here. If anybody wants to say anything, you can say it into the camera here, and we'll be able to hear you later. You could tell us how you passed. That's Annabelle, what they call Annabelle. We'll go see Annabelle. This is Annabelle. Was that somebody over there? A knock? That was definitely ghostly. My friend farted. I believe it's over here. This is the demon room where there's demons. I'm going to open this door. It's locked.
There's a group coming up.
Right now? Okay, let's go ahead down there. Join the group. We're supposed to join the group now?
I'd love to hear more.
Yeah.
And then catch it on.
Let's meet up with the group.
Meet up with the group?
Huh?
Meeting up with the group?
Yep. I'm gonna follow the group. Might want to grab your stuff. Sorry, buddy. So we're gonna be probably heading into this room first thing, right? Or that one, that's right.
Probably start off right over here in this building, this first room right here. There's a big room.
Yeah. Yeah. There was like 8 people in the group yesterday.
Alright guys, follow me back. We're going right back here.
That's all horses.
Keep going, guys.
We can stand here and listen.
Where are you from?
Hi, baby.
Washington.
Hey, alright. What do you guys do? Anybody watch Ghost Adventures? Raise your hand. We're good. They were here 3 years ago. They filmed up here for the third and final time. It is called the final chapter of the Washoe Club. Did anybody see that?
Yes.
You gotta watch me. I did it with them. We got a lot of good stuff up here. Check us out on the Travel Channel. If it wasn't for this building, you may never have heard of the Ghost Adventures. This is where they got their start back in 2004. Welcome to the Douglas building. This building was built in
Well, I don't know if we can disagree.
1862 during the Civil War. When Joseph Douglas built this building, he mainly used this whole second floor for offices, retail stores, a library, a billiards, a doctor's office, and all kinds of good stuff. Third floor, he rented out to the miners. These miners were the highest paid miners in the world. They were getting $4 a day. Most of your miners were getting 80 cents a day. But there was a catch. The fatality rate was much higher here due to explosions, cave-ins, poison gas. So they didn't live long enough to spend their money. This is why our third floor is the most haunted. We're going to save that for last. And we got 32 rooms to cover, 9,000 square feet. Take all the pictures you want. But you got to stay together. All I have is 35 minutes. If you stay together, I can show you a lot more. Please don't touch the furniture. Some of it is over 300 years old. You all ready?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Worse than my 11 o'clock tour. Are you ready? Yeah! All right, we're going in. Follow me, guys. We're going right through here. All right, go right through here, right through.
Love you too.
Man, nobody gonna need that glass of here. Remind me, I'll pick him up. I can take a picture.
All right, so this big box here, this is where this spiral staircase comes up to. I'm going to take you down later and show you the famous spiral staircase. Now this room here, this is where the Ghost Adventures, they were filming and doing an episode. And on this wall here, they Shadow Man. He hangs down there mainly on this second floor. All right, guys, follow me. We're going to go right through here. We're going to go right through here, right through here. Follow me.
Oh, no, you're good. Is this a big
Look at.
All right, guys.
Oh, my greetings, like
You guys see that wallpaper right up there? That is the original wallpaper from 1862. Abraham Lincoln was president when they put that up there. Now, the Millionaires Club, the Washoe Club, did not start in this building until 13 years later. In 1875, it became the Washoe Club. They pretty much took over the whole second, third floor. A lot of gambling, a lot of booze, a lot of women. There are about 200 members in this club. 3 in the club. You had to be very rich or a celebrity of the day. And in 1875, Virginia City was called one of the richest cities in the world. We had more people living here than in Los Angeles. Not anymore, and thank God. All right, guys, I'm going to show you the crypt. Take a good look at the crypt, and I'll tell you all about tales from the crypt. Let's take a look at it. Follow me. Follow me. Walk right over here and look down there. Look at the roof. You're done looking at the crypt. Walk up there and look down there. That's the crypt.
Roll. That's scary.
Can you point taking a picture for a second?
Came prepared this time.
Awesome.
IR.
I hope you get something.
That'd be cool. I'll send it to you if I do.
Yeah, that's what I put on
Absolutely.
Facebook.
So my buddy had a light shone by him, and there was no light at the time.
Oh, really?
And I told him he should send you the pictures, so you should get his information.
Yeah, I'm sending it to the Washoe Club Facebook page. That's awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
It was actually really cool looking. Almost like it was in the middle of an orb.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
No.
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you all about the crypt. That there's a torture chamber. For unruly tourists from Gilroy, California. Who's from Gilroy? Who else? Is that you? You guys are in trouble. No, I'm kidding. It's not a torture chamber. We call that the crypt for a good reason. From the 1800s to 1927, the grounds here in Virginia City would freeze up during the winter time like cement. You could not dig. So when people died, they had to store the bodies somewhere until the grounds thawed out. Where do you think they stored the bodies? In the crypt. 1874, we had a typhoid epidemic. A lot of people died. The grounds froze up, so they had to put 77 bodies down there. Stacked them up in burlap sacks. I'm going to take you inside the crypt later on. Now the next room we're going into is the fun house room. Not going to tell you why we call it the fun house room. You got to guess. Follow me. We're going right through here. Follow me.
This room is pretty cool. This room is slanted at the floor because of a bathhouse next to it.
You really don't care. No.
Did you say that?
Yeah, I just got, he walked by with me and I was sitting there, and I knew he was, I thought you were gross. So yeah, I was like, yeah. So I.
Did he say go ahead?
Yeah, he said he was having fun. I said, yeah.
I'm gonna look around and I'm kind of filming this for people too, for the story.
Built finally this foundation gateway and it sank. Well, they didn't have the money to repair it, so they left it. We had people living in this room just like it is in 1984. 1984 was the last time anybody lived in this building. Then they condemned it for obvious reasons. It was a boarding house in 1984. All right, guys, follow me to the most famous room in the building. You should recognize it. We're going to go right here.
So I believe it's this next room that's really important.
Yeah.
I guess we said we can go in here.
Welcome to the ballroom. This is where the Ghost Adventures became famous. This is where they filmed a full-body apparition walking across the floor. Right where this X is, all the way to this entranceway. This ghost lasted for 7 full seconds. The Travel Channel saw the ghost and said, "We want you guys immediately." This is where they got their start, back in 2004. All right, come over here, guys. I'm going to show you this. This mirror is the original mirror that was in this building in 1862. It is made with diamond dust. It'll never turn yellow. It'll never stain. Oh, it's your script.
300 years old. I love that your camera's doing some weird funky stuff.
Ulysses S. Grant sitting right here at this table, playing poker with Mark Twain, Thomas Edison, William Tecumseh Sherman, and John Mackey. They were all part of the Gentlemen's Club. This is the original table that was in this room in 1862. All right, guys, you ready to see a ghost? Yes!
Yeah!
All right, all right. You're going to see a ghost. Going to see a ghost. All right, guys, line up against the wall here. Your backs to the wall. Backs to the wall. Backs to the wall. Anywhere in the room. Backs to the wall. You come over here. Right here. You can come over here if you want. Right over here is good. Right in front of that door is good. If you want to stand in front of that door, right there in front of that door. Anybody wants to stand over here? Back to the right over there is good. Yeah.
Something's just gonna happen on this door right here.
Don't worry. This isn't Valentine's Day. You're good. Y'all know what happened on Valentine's? No, Chicago. Yeah, you remember that? Al Capone. St. Valentine's Day massacre. Yeah, you guys are lucky. If it was Valentine's Day, I'd be worried. Anyway, guys, I've been ghost investigating for 30 years. What I'm about to show you is in my top 10. There was a lady on my tour 7 years ago. She was taking pictures. Her name was Miranda. 7 years ago, she walked in and took a selfie right here. And the ghost showed up right where you are standing. Nightmares. Wait till you see this ghost. You're all going to have nightmares. The thing is, the lady from the 1800s. She has no eyeballs, no flesh on her face. You are first. Or I'll show you first. There's Miranda. She's a girl. She took our picture. She's in the front. Let's blow it up. And and I'll show you in a
Oh,
second.
yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That is a ghost, people. Isn't that cool? All right, you're next. There's Miranda. We're gonna blow it up. There's our ghost. Isn't that cool? All right. Miranda's our girl in the front. See her big head? Let's blow it up. Yeah, she's got a big head. There you go. Isn't that cool? People, that is a ghost. You saw this.
I wasn't here, I wasn't
And
here.
there's Miranda. We're gonna blow it up, and boom. Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow.
That is crazy. She took it at 4:15 in the afternoon. Miranda, blow it up. I know, isn't that cool? That is a lot of detail in that picture. You saw it, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Right to Miranda. Let's blow it up and right where you're standing. This showed up. There's Miranda. Your big head in the front. Oh, you saw this. Oh, yeah, we're gonna blow it up. That's
Oh, nice.
Her and I were in the room together, and she took the picture. Nobody else was in the
That's
room.
not you.
That's not me.
That's not you.
I'm alive. This is not alive. All right, guys. At least I think so. Are you guys ready to go to the most haunted place in Virginia City?
Yeah.
Third floor. Good. You guys are catching on.
Hey, y'all be loud. You like that?
Yeah.
That's what she says.
Yeah, keep saying it. Catch anything?
I don't know. We'll see when we get home.
I was just curious.
Catch something. Oh, I catch him.
I'll take my shit. Yeah, está yendo despacio.
Yeah, I don't know why. We'll get mine.
¿Te habías hecho esta gira con nosotros, no? No, ¿verdad? ¿Has hecho esta gira con nosotros? No. ¿Es la primera vez, verdad? Ya. Entonces ya quitaste la escalera. Es la última. Ya más es la bajada.
No, let's go.
Para tratar.
Annabelle.
She lived in this building back in 1873. Now there was a building right over here next to this building. It was owned by Jacob von Bachman. Jacob was a general in the Union Army. After the Civil War, he had a big room over there full of explosives. He also had a pet monkey. Yeah, you do not mix monkeys with explosives. On June 29th, 1873, at 11 p.m., the monkey kicked over nitroglycerin. Yeah, it caused a chain reaction. It blew that building off the planet Earth. It obliterated the monkey. All they found at Jacob was his watch and his torso. There were body parts in the street. 12 people died in this building, including little Ella Dean. She was 8 years old. She died here with her mother.
Eladine was the girl's name.
Yes, she does move her toys. All right, you ready to go see Annabelle? Yeah, she's 150 years old. Let's go see Annabelle. Follow me. We're going to go right through here and see Miss Annabelle. She's lonely. Miss Annabelle.
That one gives you the creeps.
Hi, baby.
Have you guys gone to the the Mackie Mansion yet? No. The Mackie Mansion is
That's Annabelle. does rock her doll. That wood there, they had to treat overnight in a bathtub in water to get it to curve like that. They used handmade nails. Now, I do want to tell you about our most famous ghost here at the Washoe Club. We call her Lena, the Blue Lady. Lena used to wear a beautiful blue Victorian dress. Lena hung around up here in this building back in the late 1800s. One night she was up here with a man and he slit her throat and he killed her. Well, she's still here today because she's been seen up here by so many people. I'm going to take you downstairs later on and show you the ghost of Lena, a full body apparition later on. All right, guys, follow me into this next room. We're going to go right through here. Come in.
Washoe Club 2021. Liking this?
I am loving this.
Come on in. Hi guys, this here we call the 100-mile view. You can see well over 100 miles. And if you look far enough, you can see Knoxville, Tennessee.
Here we go.
Just checking to see if they were listening. No, you can't see that. Hey guys, I do want to tell you about the churches right there. 1875. We had a big fire that wiped out 80% of the town. The fire was heading in this direction and it burnt down the church. John Mackey, one of the richest men in the world, he went to the priest and told him he would rebuild his church. That's what it looks like today. Both of those churches were built right after the fire of 1875. Every item in this room is from the 1800s, except this here is from the 1700s.
Wow.
That is a jewelry box from Paris, France. See the black marks? Do you know what that is? That was a bullwhip. This man broke into our building and he used to practice hitting our ceilings with his bullwhip. Don't know what he was doing, but he marked up a lot of our rooms up here on the 3rd floor. This bed you're about to see is 150 years old. Come here and check it out. 150. Follow me, guys.
Una caja de joyería.
Okay.
1700.
How about it?
That's nice.
Ahí dice que puedes ver 100 millas para allá.
There's the one. Yeah, funny, yeah.
What's that?
So if we let us continue in here after this, which I think we
Hi
will,
guys,
because we don't need to go down
I'm
and
going to give you a
follow
little
that. This
history.
room right here.
In 1864,
I went in there the other day, or just a minute ago.
ago.
No, it's closed. It's locked from the inside from a bolt.
Dollars here worth of silver and gold. You knew it could finance the Northern Army, and it did. Over the 160-year period here in Virginia City and the surrounding areas, they pulled out over $900 million worth of silver and gold. Today's market, $50 billion. You could say Virginia City played a big part in the victory for the North Army. All right, ready to go to the bad spirits room?
Yeah!
Oh, many times it's not good at all. Not good at all.
There's somebody sitting in that chair. I'm sure anybody says. I feel it.
by itself. It was so loud it sounded like a shotgun going off. So I ran back here to see who was playing a trick on me. When I got back here, there was nobody here. That's when I got scared. You can see the door right below the doorknob where it is splitting in two where it's been slammed so hard. Now the Ghost Adventures, when they were here 3 years ago, they filmed the door slammed shut on them. Guess which door it was? This one right here. We've had lots of ghost investigators up here in this room at night. They try to communicate with this spirit through a voice box or a spirit box. This is new technology where you can actually talk to the spirit. We try to talk to this spirit. All it does is curse us out. Do you want to hear the ghost?
Yes!
Oh, I like this. I love it. All right, guys. We were doing a ghost investigation. It was after midnight. There were 5 of us in this room. You're going to hear me talking, and in 15 seconds, you're going to hear me say a lady's voice. Right after I say a lady's voice, this spirit talks over my voice, and it says, "Shut the door." Just like that. Bro, it's creepy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Gotta be really still and quiet. Don't move or you won't be able to hear it. We got 15 seconds. Right after I say a lady's voice, shut the door. You guys hear this? Alright, there's a lady next to me and there were 2 other guys in the room with me. There were 4 of us. And we were doing a TV session and we got a ghost that came through a lady's voice now and she says, You heard that, dude? That was clear. Shut the door. Whatever it was right next to me. I was holding my phone. Now I can tell you about the red paint. See the red paint? I was doing a tour one day where a lady said, "What's up with the red paint?" All of a sudden, the man on the tour raised his hand. I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Could I answer that?" I said, "Sure, you can answer that." He said, "I did that." I said, "What do you mean you did that?" He lived in this room back in 1984. He said it was a boarding house. He was painting it when the landlord came up here screaming at him, said, "Get out of the building, there's a fire downstairs." A man fell asleep with a cigarette lit and he caused the fire. Luckily, the fire department came in, they put out the fire. There wasn't much damage, but the fire marshal walked up here, took one look at this building, and said, "Everybody out, we are condemning the building." He was the last person to live up here in 1984. Couldn't believe he was on my tour. Now for the rest of the story. This spirit attacked her last year. She was filming the whole tour. She's walking around like this with her phone. She doesn't even know what she's filming. She gets to about right here when later on, the next day she went to look at her evidence and she got a lady's face right here in this window. This is a 30-foot drop. There's nobody standing outside the window. Now I talked to a Hollywood producer. This man has been editing movies and TV for 27 years. I showed him this video. I said, "Is there any way this lady faked this?" He took one look at it. He said, "In my professional career, not a chance. It is real." Now the lady that filmed this, she had to go see a priest because she was terrified this thing would follow her home. You don't go see a priest if it's fake.
No.
All right, guys, come on in here to the dark room. You're going to see this. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Start right here. Face me. Start right here. Right here. Just go right down the line. Right down the line. Keep going. You start over here. You come over here. Somebody. Okay, now I will start with you. I want you to just tell me you see the lady's face. You see her face, right? Pretty clear. See her face? You see her? Lady's face. See her? See her face? See her face? See her face? Tell me you see her face, right? I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking what I'm thinking. I thought it was a reflection of a lady on the tour. You could see her face. Pretty simple, right?
Yep.
Yes. Wrong. Tell them it's dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
Yes. This is not a lady. This is a demonic spirit. You're going to see it. People, this is crazy stuff. I've never seen nothing like this. All right, now you got to listen. This lady, or I'm not, it's not a lady, sorry. This thing is looking right at you when all of a sudden it turns its head like this, lifts its hand up. Its hand becomes a dragon's hand. You're going to see claws, a webbed hand. Its face becomes blood red. You're going to see red fire eyes. Its mouth gets black and it opens wide up. Guess who's first?
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, wow.
That scared me. I was like, I'm watching this. And then I go like this, and then he just woke up. You scared me too, mister. I don't think you're allowed to.
Right there.
Hi, beautiful woman. Hi, my baby.
Do you feel it? Like a weirdness?
I feel you, beautiful woman. Well, that's what happens when you're in a haunted house. Tonight you'll be in a haunted house too. We're gonna do the murder house tonight.
In the corners. I keep feeling like there's like corners taking me down this,
Mouth opens up wide, black.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know why she had to go see a priest. Never seen nothing like that. Hi guys, I'm going to take you downstairs, show you the crypt, the staircase, and the museum. Let's get out of here, guys. Follow me. We're going there.
Are we going like that or are we cutting it short?
What do you mean cutting it short?
I thought you guys were talking about leaving it.
Not me.
No.
I didn't talk about cutting nothing short.
No, I think Teddy was talking about staying here.
Yeah, he wants to do some tour.
But we already have that.
Yeah, we already got permission, but at the same time,
He might lock us in.
I want to see the crypt.
Yeah, he might end up locking us up. That sucks.
No, it wouldn't. I don't have enough camera time though.
Turn it off until we get started.
No. Every time you cut it off, it's hard to put it back together into one shot. It's easier to do it in one shot. I already have 2 shots because I had to change the battery.
It's pretty cool.
What, this shit?
Yeah. Especially like before, huh?
Yeah. I wonder if he'll let us stay till the next tour. Oh, it's too late, huh?
I'll probably do the next tour right after this. Right?
Yeah. Yep. All right, Mama. Oh, my legs.
Los tenían que guardar aquí en este edificio, porque ya cuando
I wanna be the one that touches you tonight.
She's ready to lock it.
Yeah.
We were about ready to stay up there a little bit longer.
I can walk you guys in though.
We'll come and check it out.
This is getting busy now.
Yep. It's Friday night. I don't know. Oh, right here on the left.
Hi guys, this here is our famous spiral staircase. This was built exclusively for the Millionaires Club members, so they had a shortcut to the second floor. It was built by a Frenchman named Francois Washoe. He built another one in Santa Fe, New Mexico at a church, very similar to this one. This one he built in 1876. It is in Ripley's, believe it or not, they can't figure out how. It's attached to the top and to the bottom, but there's nothing supporting it in the middle. And for it being over 140 plus years old, they can't figure out how it's still standing. Now he built this with no nails, no screws. All he used was wooden dowels and glue. That is it. Now it has been repaired since then. They've added a few screws, but he didn't use any. 12 years ago, we took a picture of the mirror and got a reflection of Lena, our blue lady, walking up the staircase. Let's go see the ghost of Lena. You're going to love Miss Lena. She's from Galena. This is Lena here. This is a full
That's awesome.
You can see Lena, her blue hair, her blue dress, her 5 toes on her foot as she's walking up or down the staircase. This is Lena right here, the blue mist. She's trying to transform herself and come together, or she is disappearing. Now these two
This is
people
through the
right
mirror.
here were a big part of the Washoe Club and the Ghost Adventures. This is Mark and Debbie Constantino. Mark committed a murder-suicide. He shot and killed Debbie, then he killed himself. This was in Sparks, Nevada, 2015. Mark and Debbie are both on several episodes of the Ghost Adventures. I knew them very well. The reason why he killed her is because Debbie wanted a divorce and Mark didn't want one. If I can't have you, nobody can. So he shot and killed Debbie, he killed her roommate, and then he killed himself. Alright guys, would you like to see a 130-year-old cat that was found in the wall here at the Washoe Club?
Yeah.
Absolutely! We call him Stiffy. She thought that. He's a little stiff. Come here and see Stiffy. Hello, Stiffy. Come here, guys. This is Stiffy. Take a good look at Stiffy's in the box. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Alright guys, we're going into the crypt. Come on in.
I'm about to run out of power. I want to get in that crypt as fast as possible.
So gross. Whoa.
Stiffy.
Come on in guys, nice and cold in here. Come on in.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
Alright guys, welcome to the crypt. This is where they stored the bodies. Mainly because it stays cold in here year round. We are actually 30 feet underground on a hillside. And right above us there is Scotty's room. I can't tell you how many times we've heard Scotty walking back and forth up there. Now you can spend the night up there. We had 6 adults. They were going to spend the night up there, and they lasted for 1 hour and ran out of here. I asked them, well, what happened? They said up on the 3rd floor they were hearing growls. I've been up there many nights. From midnight till 3 in the morning is the most active. We get lots of activity at that time. It is like a ghost party house up there. Now this here used to be part of a mine shaft at one time. We have enough mines underground here in Virginia City and the surrounding areas that if you put them in a straight line, it would take you to Arizona. We have over 750 miles worth of mines. This whole city is on Swiss cheese. If we had a 7.0 earthquake, it's been nice knowing you. This whole city is going down. Any questions at all?
It's going
for,
down.
Unruly tourists. So you better.
And I was on Halloween. They had like a little skeleton guy hanging out.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell her.
I totally would come back for that. I missed haunted houses last year.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, they decked it out at Halloween in here. But hey guys, I do want to show you one more thing. This book is called Mind-Blowing True Ghost Stories. This book talks about Virginia City, Gold Hill, Bodie, California, the Washoe Club, and a lot of other ghostly places. And if you're into the paranormal or the history, you might want to check the book out. All the stories in this book are true, I know, because I wrote the book. So if you're interested, we have for sale here at the bar. I'll sign it if anybody wants one. Best ghost pictures I ever got is in the book. Gratuities, tips are always highly, highly appreciated. And thank you for spending your time here at the Washoe Club. I'm going to go ahead and lock you in now. Everybody's running for the door. Thank you. You're a great group. This is my fun group today.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Right there.
You want to stay in there?
There's stuck 77 bodies in here one winter.
Wow. That's a lot. You don't want to stay in there? You can stay in there. Turn the light out if you want.
I'll take the challenge. I didn't think they would say this.
I want to go and spend them.
Is anybody in here? Can you manifest yourself? Can you give me a knock? Anything to let me know that you're here? Anything to let us know that you're here? You remember Nick? They're coming back to town really soon here. I feel the chill. I'm going to keep walking back here. Feel free to make yourself known. Were you buried in here? Did they stack your body in here? The stairway led out. Do you mourn your loss of your life? If you let yourself see me, if you let me see you on this camera, I can show the world that you're still here. Feel free to scratch me or do whatever you need to do to show me that you're here. This is You Are Entity Spiders. You Are Entity Spotters. If you find anything on here, let us know and we will shout you out on the next video. Timestamp this. Next tour's coming through. We got let back in so we could do some hunting. I heard a noise. This is Lily's toys. Can you move a toy, Lily? Little Lily, can you move a toy for us? Show us that you're here. Come on, honey, you can do this. Go play with your toys. What a sweet girl. Can you play with your toys, baby girl? All right, baby. I'll leave you alone. This is Ted, he's an entity spotter.
Hey.
This is Jeanette, she's an entity spotter. This is Sonia, she's an entity spotter. You can be an entity spotter too. Just hit the timestamp where you see something. If we believe it's something real, you will be shouted out on Entity Spotters. You are an entity spotter. This is the Washoe Club, Nevada, in Virginia City. We were allowed to go away from the tour and do our own investigation. Very rare. Feed's about to end. Thank you guys for joining me, just in case it ends. Teddy scared the shit out of Jeanette. Padlocked, I wonder why. Stay in there.
This is mine. Here's a ghost picture.
I am an entity spotter.
Entity spot.
I'm not a ghost adventurer. Disclaimer.
You will be one day.
Can't do that. That's a disclaimer right there.
Hey, what's my best friend and he's a ghost hunter.
I already told him. Disclaimer. I am not a ghost adventurer.
Will you a ghost hunter?
Not that I wouldn't be.
There's another way
Entity spotted. color going for you guys while we're in the light. This is an old, very 18th century jewelry box. Wonder if there's jewelry hidden in there, lost somewhere. It happens. Very, very, very old bed. 18th century bed. Probably need masks now with the tourists coming. That's probably the best thing. You ready, Ted? Let's scoot out of here. Let him do his tour. Alright, let's get out of here. What'd you say? What do you mean our stuff is gone? You can't mess with me, man. I'll hit you. I swear to God. Alright, let's get out of his way. He's gonna come. Oh, good. He didn't come this way. I thought he did. Last shot. Bye, Washoe Club. It was a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys.
You guys be safe.
Appreciate it.
So great.
I don't have Dan Holy.
Where you from? That's right, you said that, I remember that. Anybody West Coast Adventures, raise your hand.
West Coast Adventures.
No, Ghost Adventures.
Adventures.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Of course. Okay, they were here 3 years ago. They filmed up here for the third and final time. It is called The Final Chapter of the Washoe Club. Did anybody see that?
No,
Well, I'm on it. You gotta watch me.
Okay.
I did it with them. We got a lot of good stuff up here. Check us out on the Travel Channel. If it wasn't for this building, you may never have heard of the Ghost Adventures. This is where they got their start back in 2004. Welcome to the Douglas Building. This building was built in 1862 during the Civil War. When Joseph Douglas built this building, he mainly used this whole second floor for offices, retail stores, a library, a billiards, a doctor's office, all kinds of good stuff. Third floor, he rented out to the miners. These miners were the highest paid miners in the world. They were getting $4 a day. Most of your miners were getting 80 cents a day. But there was a catch. The fatality rate was much higher here due to explosions, cave-ins, and poison gas. So they didn't live long enough to spend their money. This is why our third floor is the most haunted. We're going to save that for last. Now we have 32 rooms to cover, 9,000 square feet. Take all the pictures you want, but you got to stay together. All I have is 35 minutes. If you stay together, I can show you a lot more. Please don't touch the furniture. Some of it is over 300 years old. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go wake them up. Follow me, we're going in. Let's go wake them up. Oh. Oh, man.
This is the Washoe. You are entity spotters. Washoe Club. The old Washoe.
this spiral staircase comes up to. I'm going to take you down later and show you the famous spiral staircase. Now this room here is where the Ghost Adventures, they were filming and doing an episode in 2009. And on this wall here, they got 3 shadow figures, but only 2 people were in the room. Well, that freaked them out and they ran out of here. To this day, we call that 3rd shadow the Shadow Man. Come on back. He hangs down here mainly on this 2nd floor. Hello, where y'all from?
Seattle area.
What's up? Alright guys, follow me. We're going to go this way. We're going to go right through here. Follow me.
Welcome to Nevada. Been all over. Shadow Man, where are you at?
He's down there.
Built by Joseph Douglas, and mainly uses this whole 2nd, 3rd floor for offices, retail stores, library, billiard, stock, office, all kinds of good stuff. 3rd floor, he rented out to the miners. These miners were the highest paid miners in the world. They were getting $4 a day. Most of your miners were getting 80 cents a day. But there was a catch. The fatality rate was much higher here due to explosions, cave-ins, poison gas. So they didn't live long enough to spend their money. This is why our 3rd floor is the most haunted. We have 32 rooms to cover 9,000 square feet. Take all the pictures you want, but please stay together and please do not touch the furniture. Some of it is over 300 years old. See the wallpaper right up there? That is your original wallpaper from 1862.
Wow.
Abraham Lincoln was president when they put that up there. The Millionaires Club, the Washoe Club, did not start in this building until 13 years later. In 1875, it became the Washoe Club. They pretty much took over the whole 2nd and 3rd floor. A lot of gambling, a lot of booze, a lot of women. There are about 200 members in this club. To be in the club, you had to be very rich or a celebrity of the day. And in 1875, Virginia City was called one of the richest cities in the world. We had more people living here than in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Not anymore, thank God. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the crypt. You got to take a quick look at the crypt, let everybody else look at it, and then I'll tell you all about Tales from the Crypt. Let's take a look, follow me. Alright, go in that room, please, when you're done. Yeah, walk over there and look to your left.
Yeah, you don't like rice. See if you don't like rice.
I like this woman. I'm hiring her.
I see a lot of fireplaces. How did they heat the building? Is it water?
No, God, no. You'll see upstairs.
How they heated it?
Yep.
Back when I was a kid?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'll show you. At wood burning stoves, you'll see them upstairs.
This where you just saw things that you didn't like?
Yeah, walk right over and look down there. You're going to see the crypt. Hi guys, let's get all about the crypt. That there is a torture chamber. For unruly tourists from Twin Falls, Idaho. They're in big trouble. They're from Twin Falls, Idaho. No, I'm kidding. It's not a torture chamber. We actually call that the crypt for a good reason. From the 1800s to 1927, the grounds here in Virginia City would freeze up during the winter time like cement. You could not dig. So when people died, they had to store the body somewhere until the grounds thawed out. Where do you think they stored the bodies?
In the ice house.
The crypt. What did you just look at? The crypt. Lots of bodies in the crypt. 1874, we had a typhoid epidemic. A lot of people died. The grounds froze up, so they had to put 77 bodies down there. Stacked them up in burlap sacks. I'm going to take you inside the crypt later on. Next room we're going into is the fun house room. Not going to tell you why we call it the fun house room. You got to guess. Okay.
Washoe Club tour.
I'd love to be here by myself.
Yeah, this would be nice.
Maybe you want to be here with me?
This floor is more crooked than our politicians.
Yeah! Yeah!
Alright guys, I'll tell you what happened. In 1898, we had a bathhouse next door to this building. And that bathhouse, it leaked, and it leaked, and it leaked. Till finally this foundation gave way and it sank. Well, they didn't have the money to repair it, so they left it. We had people living in this room just like it is in 1984. 1984 was the last time anybody lived in this building. Then they condemned it for obvious reasons. It was a boarding house in 1984. All right, guys, follow me to the most famous room in the building. You should recognize it.
Oh, wow. Here's your kitchen.
When somebody's gonna plate, they will be cursed. For sure, if you leave here, go.
Hey guys, that there is a buffet cabinet that is from Europe. That is over 300 years old. Isn't that gorgeous? 300 years old.
300 years old.
All the way from jolly old England, late 1600s. Welcome to the ballroom. This is where the Ghost Adventures became famous. This is where they filmed a full-body apparition walking across the floor. Right where this X is, all the way to this entranceway. This ghost lasted for 7 full seconds. The Travel Channel saw the ghost and said, "We want you guys immediately." This is where they got their start back in 2004. Come here, I'm going to show you this. Come over here.
There was actually a ghost scene here?
Get over here. Get over here. You're going to see this. This mirror is the original mirror that was in this building in 1862. It is made with diamond dust. It'll never turn yellow. It'll never stain. It is from Germany. Check this out, guys. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh my God.
Pure diamond dust. Lights up the whole room at nighttime. They don't make them anymore. Does anybody know why?
They're expensive.
One word. Mercury.
Oh.
Please do not lick the mirror. You all know what mercury is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thermometers.
Oh, you are.
Separates the gold from the ore.
They don't know how dangerous it was back then. They had no idea. What's that? Yeah, pretty much. Been in this area for about 8 years. Hi guys, welcome to the poker room. If you'd have walked into this room back in 1875, you could have seen the President of the United States. Does anybody know that president?
What year? 75?
1875?
Willie Grant?
All right, good job. How'd you know that?
History
Very good. Yes. Ulysses sat right here playing poker with Mark Twain, Thomas Edison, William Tecumseh Sherman, and John Mackey. They were all part of the Gentlemen's Club. This is the original table that was in this room in 1862.
Oh.
It is a Pharaoh card poker table. They most likely sat right here at this table. All right, you ready to see a ghost?
Yes.
No.
Oh, come on.
You guys sound worse than my 11 o'clock tour. I had 2 people on that tour. You want to see a ghost, you got to do better than that. Are you ready to see a ghost?
Yeah!
All right, you're going to see a ghost. Going to see a ghost. Get in here, get in here. Line up against the wall, your backs to the wall. Backs to the wall. Anywhere in this room, backs to the wall. Backs to the wall. Right in front of that door is good. Right over here is good. You can go right over there. Plenty of room there. Right where you're standing is good. You stay right there. You guys been on a police lineup. You know what I'm talking about. All right, I gotta tell you what happened just 7 years ago. There was a lady on my tour. Her name was Miranda. She was taking pictures in this room. She was doing a selfie. Y'all know what a selfie is.
Yes.
I was standing right here. Miranda walked in. She took a selfie right here. And the ghost showed up right where you're standing. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this ghost, people.
I was gonna say, can I take a selfie of you real quick?
I've been ghost investigating for 30 years. This is in my top 10 out of a million pictures. We think it's a lady from the 1800s. She's wearing a V-shaped dress. That's what they wore back then.
I took selfies.
You two are first. There's Miranda. She's our girl. Let's blow it up and boom. Crazy.
I
A lot
would
of
have took a
detail.
selfie.
No eyeballs in the eye sockets. You two are left. There's Miranda. We're going to blow it up and isn't that crazy? A lot of detail. Should have put like one picture of it. Sure, you can do that. Isn't that crazy? I thought that was she took it in here. All right. There's Miranda. She took her picture. There's the girl, the big head right there. We're going to blow it up. There. It is a ghost. Wow. Isn't that crazy? A lot of detail in that picture.
Yeah.
Showed up, never came back. We don't know who she is. We don't have a name for her. I'll show you and then you two. There's Miranda. Let's blow it up and boom.
That's a trip.
That's a trip. All right, you two. There's Miranda. We'll blow it up and boom.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Cool. Couldn't
Can I
believe
see
it.
that one more time?
I know, as if she was posing for the picture.
Right? Just
Can I see
like
that one more
Just right
time?
behind her,
It's
yeah.
right there.
All right, guys, you ready to go to the most haunted place in Virginia City?
Yeah.
Third floor, we're going up, guys.
The ghost looks just like him.
So pretty. Oh my
No, look at this.
Oh, my legs.
I know, right? This is all over his small heart.
No, we brought these in, but they're 1800s. Look at a stove, 1800s.
Stove.
Quick question for you, sir. Did they take down all the oil lamps and stuff in here, or
Yeah.
how did they?
Here's your burning, you want to know about heating, right here it is. There's your heating, right here. Wood burning stove.
That didn't heat the whole building though, did it?
No, but they had at least 2 or 3 of them at the time.
That's what I was questioning. Did they take them out or what they do?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. So is my ex-wife. Hi guys, welcome to the suicide room.
Oh, wow.
This is Scotty's room. Scotty used to be a bartender here at the Washoe Club. Scotty lived in this room by himself for 11 years. And in 1982, Scotty shot and killed himself in this room. You want to know why?
No.
It's very, very tragic. No, it's very tragic.
Was it his ex-wife?
The worst is the worst. It's very tragic. 1982, Scotty had a little boy. He was 14 years old. He was playing in Silver City, which is 3 miles down the road. He was racing another little boy. They were running up a dirt hill, and on the other side was a mine shaft. 8,000-foot drop. Both boys ran over the hill. They couldn't stop. Can you believe in 1982 they didn't have a fence around the mine shaft?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Postal wasn't a thing.
Boys, I know boys fell right in, killed him instantly. Scotty, he walked up here on June 2nd, 1982, took a gun, shot, killed himself right here in this room.
Wow.
'Cause his
Little
kid
boy died.
So, question.
Yeah.
Downstairs in the bar where there's that or the dollar, and it says Scott on there? Is
No,
that
that's the owner. He's the owner of the business.
okay?
It's not the same guy. No, Scotty, he lived here for 11 years. He was a bartender, and there were people here the day he killed himself. He literally took a gun and blew his brains out right here in this room. I think he was going through a divorce too at the same time. So, you know, he was just going through a lot. He just said, I don't want to be here no more. Hi guys, I do want to tell you about Ella Dean. Ella was 8 years old. She lived in this building back in 1873. Now there was a building right over here next to this building. It was owned by Jacob von Bachland. Jacob was a general in the Union Army. After the Civil War, he had a big room over there full of explosives. He also had a pet monkey. You do not mix monkeys with explosives. On June 29th, 1873, at 11 p.m., the monkey kicked over nitroglycerin, caused a chain reaction. It blew that building off the planet Earth. It obliterated the monkey. All they found of Jacob was his watch and his torso. There were body parts in the street. 12 people died in this building, including little Ella Dean. She was 8 years old. She died here with her mother. Those are her toys, and yes, she does move her toys. There was a man here. I don't say this very often, but you guys are really into the paranormal. I'm going to tell you about Charlie Knox. Charlie Knox, he literally was pinned up by a bunch of debris that fell on top of him. The fire was raging around him. He was screaming, help me, help me, help me. The fire's burning me. They literally had to take water and throw it on him. They almost drowned him by throwing the water, trying to keep the fire off of him. Well, the scary part is, a few hours later, they couldn't save him. The fire engulfed him. The next day, they went to retrieve his body. His legs were completely burned off the body. What makes this story crazy is just 5 years ago, I had a lady that took pictures in this room. She got legs, from the legs waist down, of boots, and from the waist up there was smoke. There was nothing attached to the legs. We believe that was Charlie Knox's legs, because he had boots on that was like definitely 1800s. I begged her to send me that picture, and she never did. I would show it to you, but anyway. So we believe that was Charlie Knox.
Is this the young lady that passed away?
No, they brought that picture up. We don't know who that is. That's probably 1900s, but she was 1800s. All right, guys, would you like to see Annabelle? She's 150 years old.
Monkey.
You're going to see Annabelle. Follow me. We're going this way.
There's a monkey right there.
Follow me,
Take a
guys.
picture. The monkey killed him. That monkey did. They killed him.
Hey guys, this is Annabelle. We brought this doll up for Ella because Ella recognizes the doll. Ella was alive when this doll was made back in 1870. And yes, she does rock her doll. I do want to tell you about our most famous ghost here at the Washoe Club. We call her Lena the Blue Lady. Lena used to wear a beautiful blue Victorian dress, and Lena hung around up here in this building back in the late 1800s. One night she was up here with a man, and he slit her throat, and he killed her. He literally decapitated her. She's still here today because she's been seen up here by so many people. I'm going to take you downstairs later on and show you the ghost of Lena, a full body apparition. Right through here, right through the bottom. Another one right here. Yeah.
I was trying to tell her all about the Ponderosa earlier. Didn't do any good.
What the? That's a vacuum?
All right, guys, this here we call the 100-mile view. You can see well over 100 miles. And on a clear day, you can see Seattle, Washington. Just checking to see if you're listening. No, you can't see that. Hey, guys, I do want to tell you about those churches right there. 1875, we had a big fire that wiped out 80% of the town. The fire was heading in this direction, and it burnt down the church. John Mackey, one of the richest men in the world, he went to the priest and he told him he would rebuild his church. That's what it looks like today. Both of those churches were built right after the fire of 1875. Every item in this room is from the 1800s, except this here is from the 1700s. That is a jewelry box from Paris, France. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
See the black marks? Do you know what that is? That was a bullwhip. There's a man broke into our building. He used to practice hitting our ceilings with his bullwhip. Don't know what he was doing, but he marked up a lot of our rooms up here on the 3rd floor. Now this bed you're about to see is 150 years old. Come here and check it out. 150. Come. Yeah. Come on in here, guys. Follow me. We're going this way.
Whoa! There's still a lot to go, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit more, yeah.
Did you guys do anything before we got here?
What we had on this tour today.
No, like the same tour.
Yeah, we had earlier we had a few. Guys, I do want to give you a little history. In 1864, Abraham Lincoln made Nevada a state, mainly because he knew they were pulling out millions and millions of dollars here with the silver and gold. He knew it could finance his Northern Army, and it did. Over the 160-year period here in Virginia City and the surrounding areas, they pulled out over $900 million worth of silver and gold. Today's market, that's like $50 billion. You could say Virginia City played a big part in the victory for the North Army. They had unlimited resources. Now the next room we're going into is the bad spirits room. This is the only room I get nervous going into. Are you ready?
Yes.
Not going in by myself. Alright, we're going in. It's not good at all. Hi guys, welcome to the bad spirits room. I was doing a tour one day. We all got to the staircase when all of a sudden that door right there slammed shut by itself. It was so loud it sounded like here to see who was playing a trick on me. When I got back here, there was nobody here. That's when I got scared.